now we're going to create another scene. And let's get a little playful here. So far, I have been creating each new scene by moving the canvas to the right, which I like to do in most cases because visually your audience's eye is used to reading from left to right. So as I've told this visual story so far, I've moved my scenes from left to right. Let's just zoom out of the canvas a bit to see all of our scenes so far. So as you can see, I've got my first scene here, my second scene here, my third scene here, and my fourth scene here on the canvas. We've been going from left to right. For my fifth scene, I'm going to move the canvas down. This is just going to keep the scribe visually interesting and more engaging. When you're telling a story visually and you add in subtle but new ways of transitioning from one scene to the next, it keeps the viewer engaged. So I'm going to go down here to this arrow to the end of the timeline, and I'm going to double click on the last element, which will just readjust the size to the last camera position that was set. And now I'm going to drag the canvas up so that I'm now working on this blank canvas that's underneath all of the current scenes. Let's check back with the script for a second here. So I am at the part of the script that says Videoscribe allows you to create professional videos in a fraction of the time. So I'm going to go back into Videoscribe over here, and let's add in some more images. So we'll go up to the add image icon. I'm going to type in happy person. Okay, and we've got some happy looking people here. So why don't we grab this guy that's jumping up in the air? He looks happy. We'll move him over here on the canvas. I'm going to lock that camera position. Let's add another happy person. Happy person. Let's add this happy businesswoman here. She looks pumped. We'll make her a little bit larger. I'm going to actually move her beside this guy. We'll lock that. And now, because in the script the word Videoscribe was mentioned, I am going to go back on the timeline using this left arrow here, find Videoscribe. I've already written it out earlier in Helvetica text, so I'm going to copy that and paste it. It will show up directly beside the first Videoscribe element, and I'm going to hold on to it and drag this all the way to the end of the timeline. There we go. And you see here, even though I dragged the element on the timeline all the way over to the end of the timeline, it still has not shown up with the newest elements in the newest camera position. So to get this second copy of Videoscribe, the text element, over to this new scene, I'm going to zoom out on the canvas. And do you see here, the second text element is highlighted right there. You can be sure it's the same element as the one in the timeline because the timeline's highlighted in blue. So I'm just going to make that bigger because it makes it easier for me to grab, and I'm going to drag it right on top of the fifth scene. Now to quickly get back to the fifth scene, I'm going to click on this woman element in the timeline, so double click her, and it will take me right back to the fifth scene. Okay, Videoscribe text is too big, so we'll bring that down to a smaller size, and I'm going to position this text above these two happy people, clear, and set the camera position.